Last episode, I completed the entire grid, so now it's time to get started on my real goal. I'm going to create RuneScape's most powerful account build by obtaining max gear for every combat style. And then I'm going to use this build to beat RuneScape by soloing every single boss in the game. First, I AFK'd up to 99 prayer while editing. The first upgrade I'm going for is the Toxic Blowpipe. Perfect accuracy from the combat masteries makes it one of the strongest ranged weapons in the game. I'm already dry for it, so it shouldn't take too much longer. There's the uncut onyx, and I am now double drop rate for the Tanzanite Fang. Still don't have it. Another magic Fang. What is that, my third one now? Back-to-back magic fangs? Are you kidding me? I'm getting trolled by Jagex right now. And I am now 3 times dry for the Tanzanite Fang. 1 in 64, we're now 3 times the rate. Yes! Finally, 250 KC. I got the Tanzanite Fang, almost 4 times the drop rate. About damn time, dude. What the heck? Next, I'm going to upgrade my magic setup. The Shadow's power relies heavily on the bonuses from your other gear, so I need to get some upgrades to unlock its full potential. None of my gloves have any magic damage bonus, so the biggest upgrade I can get is Confliction Gauntlets. And what do we get? Yes, that's the cloth. Let's go. It's my first unique as well. And now that I've gathered enough demon tears, I can upgrade my tormented bracelet into the Confliction Gauntlets. Nice. The Confliction Gauntlets have been created. Now, all I'm missing for max mage is ancestral robes. So I headed to the chambers of Xeric for some challenge mode raids. And we get... Is that a blue light? We got the metamorphic dust. I don't even have the pet. And KC number 2. It's a purple light. No, it's a green light. It's green and purple. Ancestral top. Let's go. And the ornament kit. Yo, that's sick. A scroll. Sad. The other scroll. No. Sad. And a white light. No. Ancestral hat and an ornament kit. Okay, I won't be using the hat. The Dinny Bee. And another twisted ancestral kit. Another Kodai, no! We got all the colors on this one. It's a freaking party up in here. We got the disco lights. No. No, another arcane! After a bunch of raids, I still didn't get the ancestral robe bottoms, so I decided to cut my losses and grab some Blue Moon Tassets instead. The damage multiplier from the shadow is capped at 100%, so the leg slot doesn't really make a difference since I'm already at the damage cap without it. With my magic setup completed, it's time to move on to melee. To achieve maximum strength bonus, I need the Torva plate body and plate legs, which can only be obtained from Nex. But to access Nex, I need to defeat all 4 of the God Wars dungeon bosses to complete the Frozen Key. And there we go, 1 down. And Zilliana is down and dead. And the final key piece has been obtained. So now I can combine them all together into the Frozen Key. And then we spec out the Enrage phase. Oh, I forgot about that. Forgot about the no melee phase, but we last stand it. And there we go, solo next completed. I got the Torva helm, no! I wanted any other Torva piece, but at least I got a unique. I will take it. I got the Zarya Van Braces, no! I finally got another unique. It should be like 1 in every 5 kills, and I'm 32 kills in, I've got my second one. Yes! Yes, finally! Torva plate body! Let's go! I got the horn. Okay, I guess we're just gonna green log next before we finish Torva. Yes! Finally! Yes! 97 KC. Get that in my inventory right now. Oh my god. Finally. Look at this. Look at this collection log. Something is wrong with this. And now that I have full Torva damage set, I can get some Bandosian components by breaking down my Bandos armor, and we can repair all of my Torva. Might as well do the helm as well, just because I have it. And there we go, my strength bonus armor has now been upgraded to Torva. Since I already have the Ancient Blood Ornament kit from defeating all the awakened bosses, I need blood runes? All right, now I actually have some blood runes. So now I can upgrade my Torva to Blood Torva. And there we go, Blood Torva has been acquired. Jeez, I look like an absolute beast. Of course, I won't really be wearing the helm at all because the battle hat is still better, but the Torva full helm does look sick. Now, all I need to complete my max melee setup is Ferocious Gloves, which have +2 strength bonus over my Gloves of the Damned. Okay, there's one kill at the Hydra and nothing. Hydra leather, yes! Okay, only took 13 KC. We actually got spooned on that. Let's go! My max melee setup has now been obtained. Finally, it's time to move on to my range setup. I wasn't planning on getting a Zaryaite crossbow, but since I already got the horn from Nex, I figured I might as well go for it. Yes! Orbital crossbow, 152 KC. I went super dry on that, over double drop rate, but we are done. And I have now created the Zaryaite crossbow, the best crossbow in the entire game. The only armor that gives range strength bonus is Missouri, which is obtained from the Tombs of a Masket. Luckily, the League's only invocations are available, allowing me to run 700 plus invocation raids for almost guaranteed purples. And there we go, 715 invo, also super easy. No, Missouri mask. It's useless. Oh, and I got all of the I got all of the cosmetics as well. KC number 2, we get a fang. Okay, I will take it. Yes, Missouri chaps. That is one of the 2 items I'm looking for. Let's go. Wait, I got a white light? 715 level, no. All right, we're gonna have to increase the invo level. We can't be having no white lights. Another shield, that's like 4 in a row. Bro, stop giving me the shields. Light bearer, new collection log, but still not the thing I want. Let's see it. I've gotten basically everything else except for the shadow. So let's go ahead and see the Missouri top. It's the only other thing left. No, not dupe Missouri chaps. I said Missouri top. Yes! The Missouri body, that's it. That is what I wanted. Let's go. TOA is now completed. I now have max range gear. I've finally achieved a max setup for all combat styles, so now I'm ready to defeat every boss and beat RuneScape. But first, let's test out some max hits so I can see what kind of firepower we're working with. My max hit, 132 with the shadow. Not too bad. If I proc last stand, 290. So we'll start with a normal max hit with the twisted bow. 111. It goes up, 122, 126. And then with the blowpipe, we can get up to 52. And then we can try the Opal Bolt special attack. And that is a 120, almost as high as a max twisted bow hit as well. And then we proc the last stand. 268. A normal swing with the scythe. 61. Let's see, Kopesh whack. 72. Dog sword whack. 78. Geez, that's not even that much higher than the Kopesh. And then the dog sword spec, 171. Damn. And then the Kopesh spec, 108, 144. And then Kopesh spec with last stand, 300, 300. Oh my god. It's a 600 spec. That is actually insane. Time to beat up some bosses. I've already done Huey, but I've only done it in a mass, so I still need to solo it to accomplish my goal, but I think it's gonna go pretty quick with all this max gear. And then we dump the specs. There we go. Yes, we got a mimic. Let's go. And it's dead. No third age. Never lucky. Sad scam game. Only one boss remains. The hard mode Theater of Blood. Hard mode Theater is one of the most challenging PvM encounters in the game, with only a handful of players ever completing it solo. I definitely don't have the skill to solo it in the main game, but with a build this powerful, I may actually have a chance. First up is the Maiden. This fight is pretty similar to the normal version, with the main difference being that the blood spawns are immune to damage and their blood trails are permanent. So it's all about minimizing mistakes and completing the fight before the entire floor gets covered in blood. And while those are frozen, we're just gonna dump Kopech specs, and this should hopefully finish her off. Almost. There we go. Hard mode Maiden has been completed. Next is the Bloat. In hard mode, the severed limbs are constantly falling from the ceiling, even when the bloat is stopped. Oh. Alright, come on. Finish him off. Finish him off. There we go, bloat down. I tried to get the last stand, but I got stunned right when I procced it. The third room is Nilo's, which I consider to be the most difficult room besides the final boss. In this room, I have to fend off waves of Nilo's, which must be attacked with a specific combat style. Attacking with the wrong style reflects the damage back onto myself. Also, occasionally a mini-boss will spawn in the center of the room and attack me, which forces me to take time away from defending the pillars. Luckily, there is one item that gives me a fighting chance. The Sunlight Spear. It has a special attack that does area of effect typeless damage, meaning it is able to damage all 3 types of Nilos. This allows me to effectively nuke an entire corner of the room. Yes, okay, Nilo room completed on the first try. Honestly, was not expecting to get that. Surprisingly, I made it through Nilo's on my first try, but next up is Sodetseg. In hard mode, 2 players are assigned to each solve half of the maze, but since I'm solo, this doesn't affect me. And can we score the field goal? No, not quite quick enough. Next up is Zarpus. The biggest difference in hard mode is that the outer 2 tiles of the room are covered in poison from the beginning, so you have a lot less room to work with. There we go, Zarpus down. Now, only one boss stands between me and my goal. Verzik, the final and most difficult boss in the Theater of Blood. If I can defeat her, I will have completed my goal of soloing every boss in RuneScape. There we go, Verzik is down. No last stand at Verzik. Not that it matters. I don't think I'm going to be playing Gridmaster after this, but just to see what it is. Justy Legs, the one TOB item I already have. I have successfully defeated every boss in the game, so now I can officially say I beat RuneScape in Gridmaster. This game mode has been a lot of fun, but now it's time to head back to the main game.